Good evening, everyone. I'm Greg Stilwell, and this is the best of Stilwell Indian Football. I'm standing here in the parking lot at Bradley Field. It was here in 1973, well, not here in the parking lot, obviously, but back there in the stadium in Bradley Field itself, that Tulsa Mason came in 1973 to take on the Indians on homecoming night. The homecoming queen for 1973 is Linda Hunter. She will be escorted by number 81, Bill Brunk. Her attendants are Kim Hopkins and Melissa Painter. Here come the 1973 Stilwell Indians. Head coach Jim McGee. He is assisted by T.A. Shell and Ken Rader. The managers are Darrell Neal and Bob Ray. Tulsa Mason will kick off. Is taken by Mike Deason and returned 18 yards to the Indian 26-yard line. First down and 10 there. Stilwell Indians 1973 versus the Tulsa Mason Patriots. Ball carriers Mike Deason. A 5-yard gain out to the 31-yard line. Second down and 5. Roger Allison carries for 8 yards and a first down. He is stopped at the Indian 39-yard line. Mike Deason, a 4-yard gain to the 43. Second and 6. Deason, a gain of only 1 to the 44. 3rd and 5. The draw play. Quarterback Bud Hummingbird hands off to Mike Deason, no gain. The Indians will have to punt. 4th and 5 from their own 44. It's a 46-yard punt down to the Mason 10-yard line. The Patriots will take over there. No score, first quarter. A 7-yard gain to the 17-yard line, 2nd and 3. "14 yards and a first down out to the Patriot 31-yard line. A gain of 4 sets up 2nd down and 6 from the 35. A gain of 7, first down at the Indian 42-yard line, at the Tulsa Mason 42-yard line. A 6-yard gain to the Patriot 48, 2nd and 4. 5-yard gain and a first down into Indian territory at the 47. A pickup of 3 to the 44, 2nd and 7. "44 yards, touchdown Tulsa Mason, 6-0. The kick fails, and 13:56 to play in the first quarter, 6-0 Tulsa Mason Patriots. 2 plays are missing. The Indians have it now at their own 26-yard line. The give is to Deason. He carries for 1 yard. It's now 3rd down and 8 from the 27. Bud Hummingbird to Clifton Phelps, a 5-yard gain down to the 32. Not enough for the first down, and the Indians will have to punt. The snap goes over the punter's head. He still manages to get it off. It is a minus 9-yard punt. It is returned 12 yards to the Indian 11. Tulsa Mason leading 6-0 and threatening. Ball at the Indian 11. A penalty on Tulsa Mason wipes out this run. Ball is now at the 16-yard line. A gain of 1 down to the 15. 2nd and 14. And a 15-yard Tulsa Mason touchdown. The snap goes over the head of the holder, so the run fails, and with 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter, Tulsa Mason leads the Stilwell Indians of 1973 12-0. Patriots kickoff, taken by Mike Deason. He returns at 21 yards to the Patriot 46-yard line. Roger Allison, a 6-yard gain to the 40, 2nd and 4. Mike Deason, a gain of 1. That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Tulsa Mason 12 and Stilwell nothing. 3rd down and 3 now from the 39-yard line. The give is to Roger Allison, a 3-yard gain, first down. Indian ball at the Mason 36. A penalty against Stilwell pushes it back to the 41. Bud Hummingbird back to pass. It's incomplete. 2nd down. From the 41. Bud Hummingbird to Mike Deason, complete. He fumbles the football, but the Indians recover. It's a gain of 6 to the 35. Hummingbird back to pass again, and incomplete. Brings up a third down. Hummingbird's pass to Roger Allison. There's a clip called on this play, so the Indians will have it at the 46-yard line of the Tulsa Mason Patriots. It is fourth down. The Indians try for it, and the pass was incomplete. Mason takes over on downs from the 46-yard line. A 1-yard gain to the 47. Tulsa Mason leading 12-0. Second quarter. No yards. A 12-yard gain on this play now to the Indian 41. It's a first down. And a loss of 3 back to the 44. A loss of 5 back to the 49. Incomplete on third down, and Tulsa Mason will have to punt for the first time tonight. The punt will carry 31 yards and will not be returned. The Indians will set up shop at their own 18-yard line, trailing 12-0 in the second quarter. This is 1973 Stilwell Indians, Tulsa Mason Patriots. Bud Hummingbird's pass is incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 from the 18. The pitch is to Mike Deason. "28 yards all the way down to the Patriot 46-yard line. Roger Allison carries for 3 yards down to the 49. There is a penalty on this play, 5 yards against Tulsa Mason. The pitch goes to Mike Deason. A 9-yard gain, a first down to the 37 of Tulsa Mason. Roger Allison takes the handoff and goes 4 yards down to the 33. Bud Hummingbird complete to Bill Brunk, a 9-yard gain, first down and 10 at the 24. Trailing 12-0, the Indians are on the move. Give is to Clifton Phelps, a 3-yard gain down to the 21. Mike Deason, a gain of 4 to the 17-yard line. Deason again. 15 yards all the way down to the 2. And Deason one more time. This time a Stilwell Indian touchdown. A 2-yard run by Mike Deason. The score is now 12-6. And it remains 12-6 when the extra point is blocked. With 1 minute 44 seconds left before halftime, Tulsa Mason 12, Stilwell 6. Stilwell will kick off. It is returned 15 yards by Tulsa Mason. The game film will run out here. Mason will run 3 more plays, gain only 9 yards, and at halftime the score is 12-6, Tulsa Mason over the Indians. We begin the second half now. Stilwell kicking off. It's returned 6 yards to the 31-yard line. No gain. Second and 10 at the 31. A complete pass for a 5-yard gain to the 36. Third and 5. The quarterback is going to scramble. He will get 4, but he needed 5, and it will be fourth down at the 40-yard line, and Tulsa Mason will punt. A 30-yard punt, no return. The Indians will have it at their own 30-yard line. A 10-yard penalty against the Indians moves it back to the 20. A holding penalty against the Indians on this play. Moves it back to the 15. Bud Hummingbird fires an incompletion. Mike Deason carries for 1 yard to the 16. It will be 3rd down and long. Roger Allison gets no yardage, and the Indians are forced to punt. A punt of 29 yards and no yards on the return. Tulsa Mason takes over at the Indian 45. Tulsa Mason leads 12-6. There's a fumble on this play. Tulsa Mason recovers. It's a 13-yard loss. Back to the 42 of the Patriots. A 2-yard run up to the 44 brings up a 3rd down for Tulsa. No gain on this scramble, 4th down, and the Patriots will have to punt. A 26-yard punt, no return. Indians take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Phelps carries for 1 yard on that play that we saw briefly. And now Hummingbird's pass is incomplete. Still at the 31-yard line. Bud Hummingbird to Mike Deason for a gain of 15 yards down to the 46-yard line. Deason picks up 5, but he fumbles the football, and Tulsa Mason takes over at the 49-yard line. A penalty against Mason on this play. This is the last play of the 3rd quarter. Tulsa Mason still leading the Indians 12-6. A 4-yard gain. Tulsa Mason now has it at the 48. Sacked by Bill Brunk, a loss of 7 yards, back to the 41-yard line of the Patriots. An incomplete pass brings up a 4th down. But Mason gets off a beauty of a punt. It is 50 yards all the way down to the 9-yard line. Roger Allison will carry for 4 yards. We'll bring up 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line. Mike Deason, no gain. 3rd down and 6 at the 13-yard line. Indians trailing 12-6. Bud Hummingbird back to pass, and he finds Mike Deason. And Deason is off to the races. An 87-yard touchdown run. At the time, this is the school record for the longest pass play in Stilwell Indian history. Nola Glass will attempt the extra point. Bad snap. And the score remains 12-12. The Indians will kick off. Mason loses 4 yards on this return. They have it at their 7-yard line. They've let a 12-point lead slip away. They fumble the football. Deason has it for a moment, then loses it, and Tulsa Mason gets it back. They lose 1 yard on the play, down to the back to the 6. Once again a fumble, and once again Tulsa Mason recovers. Another yard lost, back to the 5. A 6-yard gain out to the 11. Tulsa Mason has to punt. That play is missing. Now the Indians have it. It was a short punt. The Indians have it at the 35. Bud Hummingbird passes incomplete. Once again, the 35-yard line. Hummingbird loses 5 yards on the run, but there's a 15-yard penalty for a late hit. It sets up a first down at the Tulsa Mason 25-yard line. Roger Allison carries for 5 yards down to the 20. There is a face mask called on this play against Mason, so the Indians now have it first down at the 15-yard line. Deason for 4 yards, down to the 11. Mike Deason once again for 5 yards, down to the 6-yard line. We're in the fourth quarter and it's 12-12. But not for long. Roger Allison, 6-yard touchdown run, and the Indians are now ahead 18-12. And Nola Glass makes it 19-12, so down 12-0 at the end of the first quarter. The Indians have fought back and have their first lead of the game at 2:08 of the fourth period. Indians will kick off. It is returned 15 yards out to the 35-yard line. Quarterback being chased by number 81 Bill Brunk and number 78 Ren Butler. A loss of 23 yards on the sack, back to the 12. Time running down now here in the game. His completion is good for 13 yards, not nearly enough for the first down. Mason has it now at their 25-yard line. Back to pass again. Almost intercepted, but dropped. Fourth down and 20 now for the Patriots. One last chance. And this is going to be broken up by Roger Allison. The Indians take over on downs with 39 seconds left to play in the ball game. Indians leading 19-12 over Tulsa Mason. Bud Hummingbird for 5 yards, down to the 20. Indians take a delay of game penalty. Right there. 15-yard penalty. Back to the 35. Bud Hummingbird kneels down and secures the win. That's a Stilwell Indian winner. The 1973 Stilwell Indians 19 and the Tulsa Mason Patriots 12. The Bud Hummingbird to Mike Deason pass stood for 15 years as the longest pass play in Stilwell Indian history, until 1988, when the Miami War Dogs came into town.